Hey everybody, it is Brad here at Evenbrook along with Anna.
Hi guys.
And so for today's video, we wanted to do something that gave you a little insight as to how our minds work.
I hate to know what that looks like.
I know, they're always making fun of me. Also, Amber is with us. She's on the camera, so say hello, Amber. Amber is here with us. So kind of an interesting little part of Evenbrook as it's developed is a lot of you know the story behind the name Evenbrook. If not, we'll share that with you. So I have two daughters, Anna and Amber behind the counter there, or the camera. And their middle names are Amber Eve and Anna Brooke. And so Eve and Brooke shortened to Evenbrook. And that's something that we came up with when they were really small. We were writing a story and we needed a word that was interesting, and we wound up, oh, that would be an interesting usage of those names. I mean, in the back of my mind, I thought, well, that's an interesting sounding word. We may say that, and who knows where it'll show up. And years later, it just seemed to fit for the venue here. So we like to reference a lot of folks that are special to us in different ways. We have the coffee shop or the cafe in here called Trish's Corner. A lot of you heard that story. That's referencing my mother. Her name was Trisha, and this is a nice little subtle reference to her because it's always about fun and food, and that was my mom's personality. So we wanted to kind of carry that concept along with the showrooms. So Evenbrook, as it's grown and developed, we have 4 different distinct showrooms in the venue. So we thought, well, what a better thing to do than name those showrooms. It'll do a couple things. One, it makes it a little easier for the customer to say, I saw this item and it was in this particular part of the building, and they can now reference that as to which showroom that was. So we had these lovely signs made, and we want to tell you a little bit about them. We had promoted that on Facebook that they were coming, and we've named each of the showrooms. So this one is Jerry's Junction. Now, who is Jerry?
To me and Amber, Jerry is Papaw. He is our Papaw Jerry, and this is his showroom.
This is his showroom. So this is Jerry's Junction showroom. So a little bit of personal effect of that. I like this sign. Also, all the signs you're going to see today were created by State Your Love, which is a wonderful vendor here. Deanna is the owner of State Your Love Signs. She does an amazing job. This is some of the looks, very detailed, that she's got to do laser cutter. She is known for creating signs in the shapes of all 50 states. I think it's 50. Is it 50 states that we have?
Yes.
50 states.
Currently
it's 50 states that we have. And really very creative. It's custom work. She's a powerhouse vendor on Etsy. She's got a vendor showcase here. And Deanna is a very pivotal part in creating Evenbrook with us. But Deanna made these for us, so a little plug for her. Check out State Your Love on Facebook, Etsy, Instagram, all the things that I don't know how they work, and she can do some amazing stuff for you. But the thing I like about this is very personalized. Jerry, if you don't know, Jerry started J&J Carpet many years ago. That's a local carpet store here in town. Still a wonderfully
right next to Evenbrook.
Right next door to Evenbrook. My brother-in-law David manages that, and they do a wonderful job. So if you have any flooring needs, check us out at J&J Carpet. And the thing I like about this is Jerry is known for wearing khaki pants, white shirt. Yep, take a peek at it there. And the font that we used is very similar to the way that his name is written on his J&J Carpet shirt. Of course, also Jerry's Junction gives us the J&J, so it's a nice little shout out.
I didn't even notice the font matching. That is such a wonderful little touch that Deanna adds to each of her.
Well, Deanna did a good job, honey, but let's face reality.
Sorry, you were the brain behind it.
I'm the genius behind that. No, it actually was kind of random, but it really fit.
It really does. Thinking about it.
But Jerry, we'll show a picture of it.
You can look at that right now.
All right. So there we are. You know, and again, that's my dad. And get a little sentimental for a minute. You know, Jerry is really the patriarch of what's going on up here. He is a vital part of Evenbrook in that he's really the person I go to. He's more pivotal, more important to really the day-to-day function of Evenbrook than any of us here. And I feel very fortunate, very blessed. I know Anna and Amber,
oh, yeah.
Ethan and Kayla, all of us are so glad that he's here. with us. We go to him for so much advice.
He's the smartest man I've personally ever met. I hold Papaw Jerry to such a high.
So a lot of you over the years locally have probably got a chance to get to know Jerry, but through the carpet store. But behind the scenes, he is what makes Evenbrook happen. So we're all very blessed, honored, and thankful that he's here with us to run things and be really the glue that holds everything together. He would be terribly upset if I'm being that candid and transparent about how wonderful he is, but it means a lot to me to have him here with us, being a part of it and putting this together. Still learning things from him every day. So we're going to walk through the store, follow along with us, little look at Jerry's Junction. That's typically the first showroom you'll see as you come into the front door. This is one of our favorites as far as the detail goes. Deanna just really done a great job. State Your Love again. All the detail, that laser cutter she uses.
I love the flowers.
Just a lot of detail just pops out from that. So Martha's Garden.
Well, the flowers are hand painted as well.
Is that
so
right?
She goes back over everything and adds even more detail to what she's already done. So
Martha's Garden. Let's show a picture of Martha. This is me and Martha showing off her fancy new sign. So, have I told you how I met Martha? Are you familiar with that story?
I do love Martha, but I don't know if I know how you met her.
So Martha, all of our customers here at Evenbrook are special to us. We just enjoy getting to know you, where you're from, what you're in here looking for, and just that interaction. That's really what Evenbrook has become all about. You know, just coming in and relaxing, having a good time. So a real quick story about Martha. Martha came in one day, was shopping, found an art print, a wall art print.
Oh, I have this. Yes, I have
did
heard
tell you
it.
about
Yeah,
that?
it's awesome. I love it.
So unbeknownst to me, she had come in. I'm sure she got a greeting, "Hey, how you doing?" But I didn't know her, and found a print that she liked. It was a signature print, a limited edition. It was a little more than she wanted to. Wasn't planning on spending that day, but said I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Turned out it was a print that she had a connection with for many, many years at a place that she'd worked in her office, and then here it showed up, and just liked the nostalgia of it and everything. Had a special meaning to her. So a couple days later, after she had been in, I get a phone call, and a gal says, "Hey, are you Brad at Evenbrook?" "Yeah, this is me." She said, "My mother was in your showroom just the other day, and there was a particular print, described it to me." She said, "Is it still there?" I said, "Well, let me go see." So I go and I hunt it down. I said, "Yeah, it's still here." So she says, "Well, could you do me a favor?" She said she called me talking about it, said she really wanted to get it, but she just wasn't sure, and she said, "But I think I'm going to go back and maybe get it, and if it's still there, it was meant to be." She said, "But I want to surprise her." She said, "Can I pay you for it over the phone?" I said, "Absolutely." So I get it, put it behind the counter. She purchased the print, and said, "Well, can we do something a little bit special?" And I said, "Yeah, we'll come up with something." And so I think it was later that day or the next day, Miss Martha came in, and she was looking around, and she came out to the counter and said, "I was looking for a particular print," and told me what she was looking for. And it must be gone. It's not in its spot. I says, "Well," I said, "Well, actually, hang out right there. So I may have something that's even better. It might work. Let me run this by you." So she waited at the counter, and I brought the print out, and we had a note on it that said it was meant to be, "Love, Molly." Molly being, of course, Martha's daughter. And bless her heart, it just moved Martha. She teared up. Well, that got me almost emotional. And we were talking, and I said, "I don't know you, but I said, you need a hug or something." I said, "You need to," and so I walked around the counter, and we just hugged and embraced, and was so gracious of Molly, her daughter. I've since met Molly. Molly lives out of state, to let me be a part of that. And Martha and I just struck up a good friendship, and since then, my girls have gotten to know Martha, Anna, and Amber, My wife has gotten to know Martha. Martha comes to see us real regularly.
Well, Martha makes you think of a specific person somewhat, doesn't she?
Martha does. So one thing I get spoiled with now is Martha comes in to give me a hug. Now I get a little jealous or upset because now she goes in to visit with Dawn over at Trisha's Corner before she comes to see me.
Oh no.
But Martha, well, I always tell her you give the best mama hugs. And I'm a mama's boy from way back, and I miss my mother quite a bit. And so Martha has been oh so gracious to kind of step in and
Provide those hugs.
Provide those hugs every now and then. They mean a lot to me. Since then, I've met Molly, gotten to know Molly. I actually met Martha's son, Tommy. Just a phenomenal family that has really become a part of our family as well. So this is Martha's Garden. This is our newest showroom here in the store, and it just has a good feel to it, and certainly I think kind of represents Martha's personality, and that it's just such a bright and friendly environment. So come on over, and we'll take a look at some more. While we're looking at signs, we do want to show you one of our signs that
answers a very frequently asked question.
It does. This answers one of the most important questions. It's on a serious note. This answers one of the most important questions that we get asked on a daily basis here at Evenbrook.
Now you don't have to ask.
Now you know where the restrooms are.
Lola Lane coming up.
Okay, so welcome now to Lola Lane Showroom. We love Lola. Lola is, let's show a picture of Lola.
Yes.
Some of you may recognize Lola. We did a birthday post for Lola a while back and put that on Facebook, and a lot of people was like, well, who's Lola? I said, hey, Lola is where it's at. Lola is who it's all about.
You don't know Lola? How can you not know Lola?
Lola, and we'll actually meet Lola's sister here in a minute as well. Lola, again, one of those customers that just quickly became more than a customer and become so special to us. And you'll notice on Lola's showroom sign, there's a cupcake. Isn't that wonderful? Again, look at the details. State your, this is becoming all about Deanna and State Your Love. She does such a good job with these. Mm-hmm. And so Lola, it's not a requirement, but it's very well appreciated when you bring food and feed me.
Yeah. Well, recently Lola actually brought some chocolate cake, and I ate all of it before Brad could even get a bite.
I didn't.
It's just so good.
Yeah,
it's just so good.
So Lola has been coming in to visit with us for quite a while, actually since we first opened up, and just such a fun personality. She's one of those personality types when you just can't stop talking to her and listen to what she has to say. She's just very animated. But so sweet, so much fun, and does bring me the most delicious homemade sourdough bread,
biscuits,
cookies, biscuits,
like muffins. So good.
But her chocolate cake is very, very good. And
so if any of you ever want to bring in chocolate cake, know that we will eat.
But Lola has got the largest showroom back here, and this is going to sound so corny. But Lola has one of the largest hearts of anybody. That she is just so aware of what people need. In her family environment, she takes care of everybody. She's kind of who loves to entertain, loves to make sure everybody's had enough to eat, make sure everybody's comfortable. And we've just really enjoyed getting to know her at the level that we have. And so this is Lola Lane Showroom. So now we're going to go check out one more. So here we are in Ruby Road Showroom. So I mentioned we're going to meet Lola's sister. Let's take a look at Ruby. This is Lola's sister. And Ruby Road. Ruby doesn't necessarily wear ruby slippers, but we just thought it fit.
She fits that dainty, very just.
Yep, Ruby is just so petite, so dainty, and her personality matches that. You know, whenever she comes in, it's also, hey Ruby, how you doing? Hey Brad. You know, and it's just you just want to hug her, you just want to talk to her and see how things are going. So an interesting story about Ruby. This showroom, if you're not aware, we opened Evenbrook in April of 2019. Started out kind of all over the map as far as our format went. Opened the first and third weekend, event-based, and it was just this one showroom that you see here, and our counter was up front there. Currently that houses Sweet Southern Sass, one of our clothing boutiques, and but that was where Evenbrook started out. And then we had a furniture store in the rest of the building that we had to phase it out and bring Evenbrook through kind of to look like what you see today. And it fit to have Ruby's showroom be this one because it was funny. I was making the transition from 20 plus years of selling furniture and kind of switching gears into selling knickknacks and whatnots and widgets, and I was getting used to having, and this all sounds really simple, but I was getting used to having the shopping bags and the wrapping papers and selling really small.
It's a completely different environment
it
than
is.
selling furniture.
It was. I was used to selling sofas, recliners, mattresses, and things. And Ruby and her husband Skip come in one day, and it was a Saturday, and they were very nice. You know, didn't really know them at that point, but this was back early on. Got to talking to them, and I think Skip had bought. We had some kind of vintage motor oil cans, and Ruby had gotten some really intricate kind of doily, hanky, handkerchief.
The total opposite of what he's doing.
Right. And so dumb me, I'm like, yeah, let me get all that put in the bag for you. And I'm up there talking, just jihang away, this, that, and the other, just going on and on. I'm wrapping things up, and I think I wrapped his oil can. And lo and behold, it was one that still had just some residue in it. And
did it get on her lovely doily?
It did. It got all over the nice little fancy things that Ruby had got, but she was so gracious about it. And she said, "Oh my word, I think you got some of that oil or something on the hand." I was like, "No."
Oh no! No, it was like that. It's antique.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be like that. But it did. It ruined them. But she was so gracious about it, and I'll never forget that. And then we were talking and kind of, I felt bad, but we were kind of laughing at that point about it. And somebody come up and asked Ruby's husband, asked me, says, "Is that your dad?" And I said, "No, it ain't my daddy."
My gosh.
And but we just laughed about it, and so I got to know Ruby and of course her whole crowd.
One of my favorite things that Ruby and Lola do is they'll come up like on a Saturday or something, and Ruby will be like, "Put this to the side for Lola, but don't show her because it's a surprise." And then Lola will do the same thing, and it's so much fun just kind of being on that little gifts that they get for each other.
Yeah. At any given time, I've got 2 or 3 items for each of them in one of the back offices there that they're waiting for their birthday to come up or
Christmas,
and surprise them with.
Something.
But anyway, so that's a look at some of our shows. I hope you've enjoyed it. Suffered through us rambling about it and everything.
I didn't get a closer look at
let's take a look.
Closer look, Amber.
Yeah, we got to give State Your Love Sons by Deanna. This is
it looks like resin. I'm not sure.
I think the glittery part is.
It's
Now this
very
is
sparkly.
These is all wood, I think, out
Yes.
of that. But this is the sparkly parts. I don't know. But we do hope you've enjoyed hearing a little bit about that. Each of these individuals mean a lot to us. All of our customers do, but it is fun every now and then to get to know somebody on a little different level that comes in regularly, and it means a lot to us. Also, I'm glad to introduce you to Jerry. Again, Jerry is such a pivotal part of what we're
everything.
doing. Of everything. It's Jerry's world. We're just lucky enough to live in.
Exactly.
And we do have one more showroom that we're expanding to, so we're going to need to name it at some point. Now, this is not a. Okay, it is. It is a plug for chocolate cake and all kind of goodies and stuff. If you're interested, it's.
If you want to be on the list for the names.
It's not a reward program, but if you wanted to try to bring, I love Italian food. What do you like?
Italian food.
Yeah, you like Asian food real good?
I do.
Yeah.
Chocolate,
chocolate
anything
cake,
chocolate.
Chocolate cake is, as far as desserts go, that is one of my favorites.
Mostly just keep it down to chocolate cake and Italian food.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
You might get on the list.
Yeah. Actually, with that being said, I know what we should. I've got one individual that
that would be perfect.
Yeah. We'll give Marie a shout out. Marie already brings me a lot of good Italian food. So.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. I can barely get a bite of any of it because, like, I eat all the chocolate cake.
I've never had any of it because they never let me try.
Well, that's true. You
Well,
gotta act quick. You gotta act quick.
You get to eat here at
ate
the
an
store.
entire
That's true.
lasagna
He ate, like Amber said, he ate an entire lasagna by himself here at the store, and I didn't get to try any of it.
I know it's hard to believe, as fit as I am. It's
I
hard to
know,
believe.
so slender. No, I'm just kidding. You look great.
I can put it away though. All right, we're rambling now, but we do look forward to you coming in. We enjoy sharing these with you. I appreciate you guys hanging in here and watching these. We've got a lot of good feedback. Do like and subscribe to the channel. We'll keep another one coming out each week for you. And come see us again.
Yeah. See you next time.